backwards.
Yeah, you are. Once you hit 30, you start going back again until you hit 21, then you go up again. And you sort of rebound around between 21 and 29 forever.
I thought only women said stuff like that.
Only women and attractive young men.
Did you get anything good?
I got a Kindle Fire HD, which is bitching, which I've had for a month anyway, since my iPad broke. But I have that. It's awesome. I got a Marvel wallet.
To replace the Portal one I got you not a month ago.
No, it's not to replace it, because the Portal one has a bit of a problem where it doesn't have enough space for my cards.
So now you've got 2 wallets.
And my Marvel one has even less room for cards. I can't fit all my cards in either of them. I had my Oyster card stuck in the back of the Portal one, and every time I took my wallet out, the Oyster card just went flying. So I now have one wallet, which has my bank card and my Tesco Club card in, and nothing else. And my other wallet, which is for maxed out credit cards, my Oyster card, my NHS card, and my driving licence.
So now you carry 2 like some kind of big shot.
I carry 2 wallets, yeah.
You could just get a third wallet to put them 2 in.
I'm going to get one for business cards. What I might get is a handbag to put it all in, and a nice lipstick.
Would work well.
I have 2 mobile phone contracts. I'm basically living a double life.
Inadvertently. Next you'll just stumble into a marriage by mistake.
I am. I'm accidentally setting myself up a way to get out if things get too hard. I've got another identity.
If the iTunes bill comes in,
yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
whoa. I'm the one who's been living with 3 names for the past 4 years, just in the off chance one of them goes south.
That's because you're on the run.
Yeah, witness protection.
Exactly. I did get an awesome birthday card a day late. Why is it postman went on strike in the week of my birthday? My dad turned out, and Father, if you're listening, this needs to be said, little fella. If you were to buy someone an Amazon gift card for their birthday, what method would you do?
Email, probably.
Yeah, that's what my brother did. But then his printer was broken, so he just wrote the code across my card. My dad gave me a birthday card, and inside it, there was a print-off, which, bearing in mind they live in the same house, he printed off the email that they sent saying that they'd posted my Amazon gift card. And then the postman went on strike.
Jesus.
So my birthday card was missing from... Well, like 3 birthday cards never turn up, and my Amazon gift card isn't there either.
Disgusting.
So I'm now sat there thinking I've got money to spend on Amazon, but it doesn't exist yet.
I have money on Amazon. I sold something on Amazon, and then the bastard said you can't have it because your card details are wrong. But they're right, so I'm just sat there waiting for that to happen. I reckon they're playing some ruse. They put the postman on strike. They're just running off with all our...
And plus, Amazon don't use Royal Mail anyway, do they? They use their own couriers.
I don't know. I didn't even realise they were on strike at first because we got a load of stuff delivered from other people. Like some guy just walked up to our house and posted a passport through the letterbox, and then he didn't get in a van and drive off. He just walked off down the road, and it
wasn't yours though, was it?
It was my wife's passport.
Your double identity.
But this is it. It was her passport. But I'm thinking, who did she apply it for? He just wander off. He just walked off our driveway down the road.
This is what happens when you get a passport off that lad in the pub.
I think I'm going to have to ask her, did she fill in any official forms? Did she actually talk to someone at the post office?
Has it got her name on, or has it just got her picture? And the watermark doesn't quite match up,
oddly,
but it'll do.
There's a picture of her like, on the plastic bit that you get in all passports, and then there's a paper page with another picture of her on it. And I'm thinking, my passport doesn't have that, so this doesn't seem legit.
Yeah, it's not a real passport.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for this not real passport? And did you write a cheque like a normal person, or did you give someone cash in an envelope? And it seemed like rather a lot. Didn't realise passports were $4,000 these days, and it had to be in used fivers.
She did keep going off to tell her about it, and then coming back, and something was wrong, so she couldn't do it. And then finally it went right. Maybe she's not.
Were you not confused why that trip only took 3 or 4 minutes, even though the passport office is many miles away?
She didn't have to go to the passport office.
Where did she go?
She went to the post office.
But they were on strike. We just established that.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I'll have to query her when I get home.
I need to get some tips on her about this double life business.
Yeah,
All I've got is the 2 wallets and the 2 phones. I need to push on a step to fake passport.
Well, I get all these different random press passes with other names on it. I'm thinking that's working quite well for me. I almost crossed my double lives over the other day and replied to an email, from Sheepdog to work, and thought, don't do that. And the other way around, I almost put my actual name onto other ones. So I need to start watching this.
This
funny business
celebrity
on my phone.
lark is pain in the arse. So I've got like 6 email addresses now, and they all forward through to one. But then, so I can receive them all to one. But when I want to reply, I have to go and log out, and log into the one I've got to reply from.
I reckon this is probably how Elton John lives his life.
Yeah, but he's got people to do it for him. That's what we've got. Some of the trappings of celebrity, but we need a PA now.
We do. If anyone wants to apply, there's no pay, no benefits.
No, we'll put them on the same contract as all our other employees.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
There's benefits.
For us.
Yeah, but you said there was no benefits. I'm clarifying there are benefits.
I forget, yeah, I need to get better at putting words next to one another.
Yeah.
So sweets then.
That water doesn't taste very nice.
That's not
that
sweet.
could do with some sweets in it, actually. If you've got any Skittles to pop in there. See, if we had a PA, he'd be sorting the Skittles in the corner of the room. You know how vending machines, when you put coins in, it obviously knows what they are and sorts them. Are there machines that can do that with Skittles?
You showed us one on the flip chart app.
I did what?
The app you set up with all the news articles.
Explain yourself.
You posted a machine that sorts M&Ms and Skittles.
How? What, by colour or
Yeah.
weight? Are they all different sizes, subtly?
No, by colour. You posted this. You
Did
were the
I?
one who, yeah. I remember thinking, oh, he's quite good at this news finding lark. He's already found something I'm interested in.
Well, what do you know? I might have to go back and read back through my own magazine.
you published it. You're mental. But
I want to buy one then. In fact, no, we put it in the magazine. We've now talked about it on the show. I expect a free one. Who made it? Can I
can't
get that at
remember
the
that.
Skittles? It's an M&M shop in London, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll probably sell one.
If I go in there talking about Skittles, I'll be shot. I imagine that's a taboo subject
It's
in
like
the M&M.
talking about Coke
in the
and the
M&M
Pepsi
shop.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I bet there is some rivalry there, isn't there? Do you reckon
Probably.
Skittles were just finalising the work on a man that walks around looking like a giant Skittle?
With a big
refusing to
S,
get in
like
a bowl?
Super Skittle.
Yeah, and then they ruined him. M&M's won't let him do it now.
They could probably still get away with it. It's slightly rounder.
What, they're
A
different
bit dented.
shapes?
Well, they're a bit dented around.
So
aren't
hang
they?
on, do you eat M&M's?
Peanut ones.
Okay.
I know where you were going. I could see it in my life. I'm thinking, like, no, I don't eat M&M's normal ones. I eat peanut ones, and I'll eat the...
So if they put peanuts in Smarties,
yeah, if they made...
if they put pistachios in Smarties,
That'd be good.
because pistachios are quite salty. We're getting into the realms of chocolate-covered pretzels if they're putting pistachios and stuff.
I love chocolate-covered pretzels. They brought them back at the wrong time in my life. I'm already fat. If they'd brought them back in a year or two's time and I'd lost weight, that would have been brilliant. They shouldn't exist. They're the best thing ever.
Is this the same year or two's time that you've been going through for the last 10 years?
Yeah. I'm planning on just having a heart attack or a stroke at some point and then realising I
Don't
need
worry.
to...
In your condition, you don't need to plan for that.
It's coming.
Yeah. So to try and protect you from your heart attack, let's talk about some sweets. We've got a load of questions here. Did you, at the end of last show, I keep teasing the questions and then throwing them back again. You told me about a sweet shop on the internet.
I did.
Did you buy any sweets from it? Because you were given instructions to buy sweets and bring them with you, and I'm ready to try a sweet.
I didn't... You didn't tell me to buy
I told
sweets
you to
and bring them.
contact them, get some sweets off
I
of them.
was going to contact them. I forgot, though.
So what you're saying is I've got no free sweets. I'm not eating for 3 days, saving myself for these sweets.
Someone can send us a corporate hamper. They sell them on there.
Yeah. You were also supposed to contact them, ask if they wanted to set up a pick and mix at the live show. They've only got 6 days to do it now.
Shit, that's a good point.
They've got to get the pick and mix together. They've got to go and salvage it from an old Woolworths somewhere.
We could just have a run round a Costco and buy a load of that and make our own pick and mix for the live show if we wanted. It's not a Costco, but it's one of those sort
We
of...
charge pick and mix prices.
I imagine we've probably done that already with the tickets to get in, surely.
Shh, we don't talk about the tickets. How was Mexico anyway?
Very hot. Very boozy.
Interesting. That was a weird tweet. I just got a tweet come through, something about 404 followers. I don't know who it was from. I didn't read it all. Flashed up on my screen and then disappeared. I don't think it's me. I warned you, the painkiller's strong. And I don't really know what's going on.
You have glazed over a bit today.
Yeah, I don't feel very well. Got a bad kidney. Have I mentioned it?
No.
The water's not doing the trick. I need some Skittles in it. Do you want to listen to a question? This one's from the Woolster, off of that there Twitter. He would like to know what your favourite sweet at the tuck shop at school was.
See, my school didn't have a tuck shop, which is a bit depressing. Did every school have a tuck shop?
I didn't do the research at the time, but mine did.
Yours had a tuck shop. What does that involve?
Tuck.
No, I mean,
Sale.
like, yeah, but Who does what where?
I mean, who does what where? It's just a shop where they sell sweets and cakes and stuff.
Really? I mean, we had a corner shop like, I don't know, half a mile down the road
No, it
that
was
I
in the
passed on my
school.
way to school.
The school basically use it to rinse money out of kids. Did you have vending machines and stuff in your school?
Oh, what school? Primary or secondary? We're
Secondary.
talking here. We have vending machines, yeah, and a lady walks around with a trolley full of cakes.
Yeah, she's the
That's
tuck
probably
lady.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. I assumed because when I did Scouts and Cubs, I did. They had a tuck shop where they had like all those penny sweets and stuff in a big sort of window in the building. But no, we never had that at school. We had this corner shop where you'd go in. So on my way to school, so you go in with like a couple of quid, and you'd be. Do you remember you say to her, "Oh, I've got this much to spend," and they say, "All right, what do you want?" And they pick them out for you one by one. So you're going, "I'll have like 5 of them. I'll have like 3 of them." And
I wasn't a fat kid. I have no idea what you're talking about. I would have been spending my money on fags probably.
we used to go in like normally you'd go in with like 30p and just say, "Oh, I'll have one of everything," and it'd be like. They'd put them all in and go, you got 5p left. And sometimes you go in there with 3 quid and you'd be there for like 20 minutes just going, I'll have 5 of them, I'll have 4 of them.
So if I ever had 3 quid, it'd be 10 fags and then as much out-of-date lager from the post office I could handle.
I was only like, I'm talking about under 10 here.
Oh, I'm talking about when I was like early teens.
Oh no, early teens. I would have been. You know, my thing when I was in my early teens, I spent all my money on bubblegum and polos, and just become basically the dealer at school of bubblegum and polos.
Two
And
items any other child could buy independently.
because I had so many of them, it was mental. I basically talked to so many random people. I used to get the bus home, and I'd have all these girls.
Did you buy them all? So people didn't have the choice but to buy from you.
Pretty
Is that
much.
your
I mean,
racket?
I'd just go in there with like a $5's worth a day, and yeah, it was mental. I lived off polos. I told you this the other week.
You did.
Lived off polos, the lemon ones and the spearmint ones for like 2 years.
Were the spearmint ones the ones with the little blue flecks in?
Yeah, they were awesome.
Do they still exist?
I don't know. I've not bought polos.
Have you seen
since-
how much a packet of polos is these days?
Is it more than 40p?
It's like 75p for a pack of
Jesus.
polos.
Fucking hell.
When I was at school, they were 12p in the vending machine. That was only 13 years
Crikey,
ago. that I
12p.
left
They were
school.
25 when I was at school.
Yeah, but you were at school in the south, weren't you? They had
Yeah.
London prices. Bloody south. My favourite thing from the tuck shop at school wasn't sweets. I used to like the cookies that they'd half dip in chocolate. They were like shortbread biscuits, half dipped in chocolate. You could still see the fingerprints of the manky dinner lady on the half that wasn't
yeah.
dipped in chocolate. Then wrapped in cling film while the chocolate still hadn't quite set. So when you unwrapped it, all the chocolate flaked off and you had to bite into the cling film and then you threw the biscuit away 'cause you didn't even want that in the first place. But they were great. I used to get them regularly.
See, because we had vending machines, it was a bit boring, really. We just had chocolate bars. But one of the greatest moments of my school life happened with one of these vending machines. You know, when you put your money in, you pick what you want. I think I'd put, like, I don't know, say a quid in, and I spent 70p on something. And then instead of just 30p change coming out, the machine just started emptying money. And I remember, like, because it was the start of break and there was no one around, and it's just emptying money. So I'm just quick, filling my pockets. And then somebody walked out of a door, and I froze. Money is like falling into my hands. I'm looking at him. I'm thinking, don't you dare grasp me up, you prick! So instead of coming over quietly and helping himself, he was like, "He's broke the machine, it's spilling money!" And suddenly all these people poured out of classrooms around me, just started looting the place. It was carnage. So I just made off with pockets full of cash.
Did a chair go through the glass of the vending machine at any point? And people just started
I don't know,
robbing
because
chocolate
I
as
just
well?
left. I let the carnage unfold, and I just walked out like, and they probably only got like 2 quid out of it, whereas I'd been there like, way, just...
Talking of
filling
vending
up.
machines, I had a little system when I was at school because, well, you know the school I went to because you have since worked there. But this school is linked up to the leisure centre next door, and there was vending machines in both. And a can of Coke in the leisure centre was 10p less than a can of Coke in school. So I used to have to sneak out past the changing rooms, down the corridor towards the leisure centre where you weren't really supposed to go. Someone else would have to check that the receptionist in the leisure centre wasn't looking, so you could sneak out, get a can for everybody, then leg it back, and you'd save 10p a can. That was the greatest achievement of my life.
We had someone at our college who used to tip the vending machine back, and it used to then bounce forward with such force that cans would fall out of it. So we can trump your 10p off for a whole free can, because we would just basically
That's stealing.
get somebody to go and just
My
shake
way
the
was
machine.
legal, apart from the law of the school.
My way was bizarre, because I remember Morrison's did a big training day at the the school during the holidays, the college during holidays, sorry, and we just shook it until it was empty, and that was that. This is turning into the crime show.
Were you there with Morrison's, or were you just in